What's up, guys? It's your boy Matthew. This is Practice Squadron, and the game just finished for Zion Williamson's first NBA game versus my hometown Spurs. So I don't know. I guess I just wanted to give you all like an initial reaction type of video, give you all some stats if you didn't watch the game, give you my personal thoughts of what happened in the game, and basically, yeah, all that other stuff that goes around with it. So to start off with, I just want to say first half, he was awful. Like, I think he turned the ball over 4 times in the first half. Every time I would watch him, he would just turn it over. And then there was like a large portion, I want to say like the last 5 minutes of the half, he wasn't even in the game, which is, I wouldn't say weird because he wasn't playing well and he is on a minutes restriction. So, but you could tell like we wanted more as just NBA fans. We wanted to see Zion out there, and we wanted, you know, all that cool stuff that we saw him do in college and in preseason. So third quarter really didn't do much either. Barely played. To give you guys like a whole perspective, he only played 18 minutes in the whole game. But this man balled out. He put the team on his back in the fourth quarter. I want to say he scored 16 points in the he scored 17. Yeah, 17 points in the fourth quarter because he only had 5 in the first half, I think. He finished the game with 22 points. I'm looking at it right now. 22 points. The real bangers happened. So the Pelicans are down by a lot. I mean, this is a raw video, so I'm not gonna like look up, and I didn't take notes during it. But they were down. This man hits a 3, right? They go make a stop. They come back. He hits another 3. All right, a couple plays later, this dude was 4 for 4 from 3. No one was even gonna guard him. Like Pearl on the Spurs, awful defense on him. Trash. Like honestly, it was pretty disappointing. And then Aldridge, he tried to block I think it was one of his last threes. He tried to block it and he just couldn't do it. And then they just kept on going to him in the post. I want to say of his 6 shots, 5 of them were assisted by Lonzo Ball. I think I read that earlier. Don't fact check me on that. Like I said, raw, no preparation for this video. But yeah, he went 8 for 11 from the field, 22 points, 4 for 4 for 3. So here's the deal. Like, he was mind-blowingly good in the fourth quarter. They were even ahead 107 to 106 at one point. And at that point, I thought they were just going to run away with the game. But then, you know, they exchanged 3-pointers and such. And there was a critical point in the game. I think they were down either 3 or 5. And he was pulled. He was pulled from the game just because of minutes restriction. And this is what annoys me, right? Your team needs wins to go to the playoffs. The Spurs, with the win, are now the 8th seed in the West. You need wins to go to the playoffs. You were down the whole game. You're leading, or the number 1 pick in the draft, right? You drafted him, hasn't played all season. You bring him in the game. This dude brings you back from your deficit. Like, you had the momentum. Like, this dude was unstoppable, and I mean unstoppable. He was like perfect from the field. Like the last like 5 minutes that he was playing in the fourth quarter, it was crazy. 5 minutes to go, I believe, in the fourth, you pull him. And I just want to say that his coach, Alvin Gentry, tried to pull him the last 2 minutes that he was in. So he was playing, he's supposed to come out. Alvin Gentry is telling Lonzo Ball to call a timeout, stop, and then he's going to take his Zion out, right? Well, Lonzo was like, nah, we ain't doing that. We are trying to win this game. And so he disobeyed his coach, which is, I'm not recommending y'all to do this out there, but it was pretty good because he kept going to Zion and they were climbing back, and it just doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. I mean, you pull your your player when he's the one dominating. Okay, so Zion, 22 points. That's tied for his team high. Brandon Ingram also had 22 points. His plus minus was +3. Brandon Ingram was -9. Zion only played 18 minutes. Brandon Ingram played 34. I will say, though, as a whole perspective of the Pelicans, they could be pretty good. And honestly, I think what needs to happen really is I would like to see Favors and Jackson Hayes switch. I think this is a starting lineup that is actually pretty good. Is Drew Holiday, Lonzo Ball, Zion, Brandon Ingram, and Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes, low-key, is a beast. Like, he's been balling out all season. He only played 16 minutes today. He got 9 points. And yeah. But, so let me read off Zion's stats. So, 18 minutes, 8 for 11 from the field, 4 for 4 on three-point shooting. This is something he does need to work on, though, his free throws. He was 50%, so he got 2 for 4. He just needs to work on it. And honestly, I was talking to my friend Jonathan during the game, and he was just draining the threes, and then he goes to line up, and my man is like, yo, if you can shoot threes, then you can't make free throws. So that's just how it is. He got 2 offensive rebounds, 5 defensive rebounds. Dang, this dude got 7 rebounds in only 18 minutes. That's crazy. I thought he was gonna get a double-double, actually, when I saw that. If he kept in, he would have got a double-double. 3 assists. Like I said, the main thing with him was the hands. He kept like bobbling the ball all game, and that's how he got 5 turnovers. He was +3 though, which is, I want to say that's like one of the top in his team for the game. Brandon Ingram was -9. Dang. I don't know. That's just my thoughts. I think he should have been kept in the game. I'm not saying they would have won it, but I think they might have would have had like a better chance, because I think he already is better than Derek Favors, and Jackson Hayes needs to get in that starting lineup straight up. But I can see them being buyers. I can see them getting rid of maybe like Okafor, maybe Alexander Walker, and then maybe just upgrading. Melly only played 1 minute. Interesting. But yeah, man, like he just be balling, and that's the thing is like I don't. They're like a weird team because I think they have all the pieces to make the playoffs, but I do think that their coach needs to be fired this season. They just need something different. The Pelicans I'm just saying, if you couldn't go past the second round with Anthony Davis all those years, like, now is a fresh start. You have all these young dudes. You have Zion coming back, you know. I think they honestly just need a new coach and one that will just like believe in them and everything like that. But I do love the Lonzo Ball, Zion Williamson, Ingram combo. I think that trifecta, you know, if done right in the future, can be pretty dangerous. I think Drew Holiday is good. He's that better in leadership, but I think he might, you know, I wouldn't mind them just like trading him for somebody else. And I do think that they need a better center, but I also, like I've been saying, I do like Jackson Hayes. So I think he's like that Jared Allen type, I think, that I do like. And he can be that shot blocker that they need. But yeah, I think the problem with them is just that they're young, and like their whole team is young, and they just, I don't know. Zion, I think if the next game, if he does play, I would hope that they play him. Like I said, they're trying to make the playoffs. I don't know why they're not trying to play this dude. I will say though, you know, I think if he played the whole season, they would be like the 5th or 6th seed, you know, because they lost a lot of close games this season. And I think just his dominance, like, it is not just the fact that he's making every shot, which he is. I mean, like I said, 8 for 11, but it's also like he takes pressure off the other players. So that's what like another thing that was happening is like they would go to him in the post at times, and yeah, he would come up with it, but it's also like Lonzo Ball and Ingram are also shooters. So there was a times where he was just passing them out. That being said, I think the stat at the end of the game was every time he passed it out, they didn't make the shot. But they were pretty wide open, so I don't consider that being like a trend for the future. But yeah, guys, that's just my initial thoughts. I kind of want to be doing more videos about this, doing sports talk. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of like tech, sports, a lot of different stuff lately, and I think, I don't know, this was like 10 minutes that went by. That was easy, and hopefully you guys like it. I want to see you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like, and yeah, give me your thoughts. If you watched the game or if you didn't watch the game, then write that stuff down in the comment section. And I mean, I'll be responding. Like I said, I'm on Twitter. All that stuff is in the description. P.S. guys, you think the Pelicans are going to make the playoffs?